Isaza is returning to his East Boston roots to pursue his dream and asking the community to come along with him on the journey.
We're encouraging this growth, but we're including the neighborhood in it as well, which I think is super important.
Isaza has launched a campaign to help open his coffee shop, Cafe Gloria.
I want as much of the neighborhood to be involved as possible because it does give the neighborhood that sense of ownership as well.
To do that, Isaza is using Newmarket, a crowdfunding site developed specifically for the hospitality industry. Based in Boston, the platform presents a promise of patronage at whatever price you choose.
Anybody that contributes, they get their contribution returned plus 20% in funds to the actual establishment.
The director of bar operations for Blossom Bar, Ivory Pearl, and Birds of Paradise, Isaza was inspired to open a place of his own after winning a nationwide cocktail contest.
The cocktail I came up with was the Gloria.
Named after his mother, the Gloria is a blend of rum, coffee liqueur, passion fruit, cinnamon, and mascarpone cheese.
So it kind of creates that latte-like effect. So I like to refer to it as a tropical adventure of rich, dark flavors.
The passion fruit and coffee flavors are tributes to Isaza's heritage. Both of his parents immigrated to the U.S. from Colombia.
In my upbringing, having a cup of coffee was much more than just, here's this really great cup of coffee. It was about conversation. The service of it is going to be unconventional to what people know as a coffee shop. I do want it to feel like you're walking into a bar, and it just so happens that instead of ordering cocktails and food, you're having a cup of coffee and a couple snacks.
To ensure that the coffee Isaza serves is up to snuff, he's working with Broadsheet Coffee Roasters in Somerville to concoct the perfect blend of beans.
The approach I wanted to take was to provide something that doesn't exist, and single origin Colombian coffees, though they're known and respected, there's not a lot of people that tailor the roast to what they want.
Dedication to his craft, determination to return the opportunities his family provided him, and a dream Isaza hopes others want to buy into as well.
I do want it to be a space where everybody feels like they had something to do with the creation and the inception of it. The more the merrier, always.
And while the Newmarket campaign has now ended, Will tells us his crowdfunding efforts are continuing. He hopes to open Cafe Gloria in August. And that is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Anthony Everett. Have a good evening. Hope to see you back here again tomorrow night for another edition of Chronicle. Good night.